And voting is underway in Delhi Assembly elections. The voter turnout in the first 4 hours of voting is about 20%. All 70 constituencies in the Indian national capital are going to polls today. Over 1.55 crore registered voters are set to decide the political future of Delhi. The Election Commission has set up 13,766 polling stations at 2,696 polling locations. There are 699 candidates in the fray, with the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress fielding 70 candidates each. The Bharatiya Janata Party has fielded 68 candidates, giving 2 seats to its allies JDU and LJP. The Aam Aadmi Party is eyeing a third term, while the BJP is hoping to form a government in Delhi after 28 years. During the Delhi Assembly polls in 2020, Aam Aadmi Party has won comfortable majorities, winning 62 and 67 seats respectively. BJP had finished a distant second in both the polls, while the Congress, which ruled Delhi for 15 years, had registered 0 seats in both elections. In 2013, BJP had emerged as the biggest party with 31 seats, but it could not form the government. Aam Aadmi Party leader Arvind Kejriwal had formed a short-lived government before President's rule was imposed for almost a year. In the parliamentary elections held last year, over 58% voters had turned up to vote. The voter turnout in 2020 assembly polls was 62.59%, while in 2015 the voter turnout was 67.47% approximately. 97,955 personnel and 8,715 volunteers have been deployed on the ground along with Central Police, Home Guards and Delhi Police personnel. Former Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia is contesting from Jangpura after vacating his seat in Patparganj. We'll also see a close contest against BJP's Tarvinder Singh Marwa and Congress's Farhad Suri. Incumbent Chief Minister Atishi will be contesting against former MP Ramesh Biduri and Congress's Alka Lamba and Kalkaji. In the New Delhi constituency, where Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal is fighting to retain his seat, the BJP and Congress have fielded sons of former Chief Ministers Parvesh Sahib Singh and Sandeep Dikshit, respectively. Voters will also decide the fate of other high-profile candidates like Ministers Gopal Rai, Saurabh Bhardwaj and BJP leaders Kailash Gehlot and Kapil Mishra. The results will be announced on the 8th of February. All right, for more on this, we're now joined by our correspondent Dharamjot Kaur from New Delhi. Dharamjot, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, let me begin by asking you, what is the mood like on ground? What has been the turnout so far?
Well, we're almost at 20% of turnout overall in the national capital right now. One district that is particularly standing out is northeast of Delhi, where it's close to 25% turnout and is leading in terms of how many people have showed up to cast their ballot. Where I'm standing right now outside of Nirman Bhavan is the New Delhi constituency, where the turnout is one of the lowest at the moment. It's around 16.8%. We're hoping it picks up later in the evening. It's usually expected that during the afternoon there's a bit of a lull, also given the fact that we have elections being held in the middle of the week. So as per past trends, there is a hope that the turnout will pick up probably in the last hour and a half to 2 hours. That's usually 4 to 6 p.m., which is when more people turn out to cast their ballot before the time is up at 6 o'clock. That's the deadline for today. Having said that, the New Delhi constituency here is it's one of the biggest battlegrounds, if I may. It's where the incumbent, the former Chief Minister and Aam Aadmi Party convener Arvind Kejriwal is contesting from. And there are sons of 2 former Chief Ministers of the BJP and the Congress respectively, who he is competing against. Now, Kejriwal on his own has a very good record in terms of winning in the past 2 elections. But if I may point out, the past year has been a tough one with respect to the political and legal controversy surrounding Arvind Kejriwal and many of the top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party. If we could just quickly recap in terms of what happened in the past year, we saw how Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia and so many other leaders were embroiled in a controversy and were accused of money laundering in the now scrapped excise policy that was implemented a couple of years ago. In that case, we've seen so many things turn up. We've seen investigations happening. We've seen Kejriwal, who was in custody for over 5 months Whether or not all of these things have had an impact on the narrative against the party, has it worked in the favors party, that is something we'll find out on February 8th. But this is going to be a very, very intense strike-honored battle with Congress, BJP and AAP all seeking a return to power in the national capital, Hema.
Absolutely, Dharamjyoti pretty much summed it up for us now. That being said, just to expand on that further, I wanted to ask you about some of the other key battles that we should be looking out for and how perhaps they've panned out so far.
Well, Kalkaji, where I was just a couple of hours ago, is another constituency that is going to be a very, very intense battleground. We have three big names at loggerheads over there with each other. That's incumbent Chief Minister Ms. Atishi. From the Aam Aadmi Party, from BJP, we have Ramesh Biduri, whose political remarks turned massive controversy for quite a few weeks ahead of the elections. And then we have Alka Lamba representing the Congress, who in 2015 was contesting for the Aam Aadmi Party. So we're seeing a bit of a switch in alliance over there. So Kalkaji is definitely one seat to watch out for. The northeast region overall, Heme is one region and one province that really needs to, that will definitely be in the limelight. One, for the kind of voter turnout it has, because people are turning out over there in massive numbers. Two, it's also been the hotbed of several controversies. It's one region that also has several issues that have come to the fore, especially in the district. Overall, if I talk about Delhi as a national capital region, there are many issues brimming which have made this election very, very critical for all the three parties concerned. We have pollution that has been a big topic of conversation. We have the water issue with the entire rhetoric around River Yamuna and the allegations of intoxication and so-called poison in the water that Delhi's people are consuming. So those two issues, others with respect to general administration matters, be it electricity, be it the overall education system, logisticals. These have also been issues that many people are talking about. But again, at the end of the day, Heme, what really sticks with the voters? What is it? What is the one point that is their recall value when they head to the polling booth inside? That is what will determine which party wins on February 8th.
All right. Well, Dharamjo, thank you so much for bringing us the latest on this so far. We'll, of course, continue to track all developments on this front closely through the course of the day. Thank you so much for now.
For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.